Hey there, back in Dublin. This is where I just ate, the Old Mill. Let's walk down to the Temple Bar, the quintessential Irish pub. Just on the left here, the Temple Bar. Classic bus there. Nice. Let's see how it navigates these corners. Which way is it going to go? I guess over here. Life is like a cup of tea. It's how you make it. Okay. Get out to the river here. The last time I was in Dublin here was, I believe, 4 years ago. That is a tight squeeze. So I am not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be in Morocco. Sorry, man. You too, bro. I was in Malaga, Spain yesterday with a flight booked to Tangier, Morocco. I flew to Malaga partly because there was a direct flight from Krakow, Poland, where I was before that, and then there was a direct flight from Malaga to Tangier, and I'm really excited to go back to Morocco. But I got to the airport yesterday to check in for my flight, and it turned out that I needed a COVID test. So I had obviously done research about this beforehand, and to the best of my estimation at the time, then proof of vaccination was sufficient. I have my vaccination card, and so I got to the check-in desk there, but no, COVID test absolutely required, and it takes 24 hours to get the PCR test. I couldn't just do a quick antigen test, and so there was just no way that I could get on that flight. Also, yesterday was my 90th day in the Schengen zone of Europe, and so I was supposed to leave yesterday. Otherwise, I could have just stayed in Malaga and gotten the COVID test and then gotten another flight a day or two later or whatever. But I didn't want to take the chance of getting busted for overstaying, and also I just kind of wanted to get going while I was at the airport. So I'm going to try to find this one like Market Street that was really cool. Just over here is a pedestrian street. Let's go this way.
Yeah, you even have.
And so when I was refused getting on the flight yesterday afternoon, it was a flight that was at like 6 in the evening.
Yeah, I know, but you know what, especially
And I had arrived there about 3 hours beforehand. And so she says I can't get on the flight, and so I start thinking about my options. And I had actually been thinking about coming to Ireland anyways. I was kind of on the fence about going from Poland to either Ireland or Morocco. And so I looked at flights available that same day from Malaga Airport, and there was a direct flight to Dublin here at 8:25 p.m. and so that gave me plenty of time. It was $309, I think, and they didn't charge me extra for luggage, so $309 total. My flight from Malaga to Tangier had been 170 something, so I just lost the money on that. I tried to get a refund with Expedia, but no luck there. Okay, this is the main pedestrian street with lots of live music, and then there's a cool market street that I will walk down. And so I just jumped on that flight, went ahead and booked it. And waited around in the airport for a while. Got the flight, arrived here last night about 10:30. Got a room for a couple of nights, and then the plan is to rent a car and drive around and see more of Ireland. This is my third time to Ireland. However, the last time in 2017, then I was only in Dublin for 2 days because I was basically just here catching another flight back to the US after the end of a trip. I'm trying to even remember. I think that was my trip starting in Sweden, going down through Eastern Europe and the Balkans, Slovenia, Croatia, Montenegro, Albania, Greece, ferry over to Italy, and then like a week in Italy or so, and then flew from Rome to Dublin, I think, because there was this cheap flight from Dublin to, I guess, San Francisco or wherever back in the US. So I just had like 2 nights in Dublin that time. And then the first time I was in Ireland was way back in 1990. My first trip to Europe. Spent 3 weeks in the United Kingdom and then took a ferry over from Scotland to Northern Ireland to Belfast, and then I was hitchhiking all over and hitchhiked from Belfast across Northern Ireland to Galway and then down to Southern Ireland, where I caught the ferry over to France, and I never actually went to Dublin on that trip. And so there's much more of Ireland for me to see. So we'll see how this goes. I haven't checked rental car prices yet, which could be really expensive. I have no idea what to expect for here, so that will be part of the plan for today. Look into that and then see about maybe like 5 days of driving around Ireland. Sounds pretty fun. Okay, this is the other street that I wanted to show. I guess it's more happening probably other times that these other stands would be open. It is a Friday afternoon around 1:30 or something. So I won't make a full tour of Dublin here, partly because I will probably take off tomorrow, and also I made one the last time. So I will put a link at the end of this video and down below if you want to see more of the city, including the Guinness brewery. I went there and did the full tour, and the beer is definitely better straight from the brewery. I like Guinness, but I'm not like a huge fan of it. I find the taste to be a little bit sort of shallow for a stout. It just doesn't have as much flavor, as much like depth as some other stouts. But there at the brewery, then I got the like mixed selection, whatever it was called, like 4 different types of Guinness, and they were all much better, including the regular one. So this is going in the general direction of my hotel. $100 even per night, the cheapest thing in town, having booked it just last minute yesterday. Gotta be pretty hardcore to surf in Ireland. You also have to remember which way to look when you cross the streets. All right, let's get a look at this church or cathedral or whatever it is. An amazing day here, August 27th. Sunny and warm, not hot. So I have a small issue, which is that I don't have my shoes. So I bought shoes back in Switzerland for hiking around the Alps. And the problem is that they were, first of all, they kind of hurt my feet. They just didn't really fit right. And then they also just took up too much space in my backpack. It was like the thing that kind of pushed it over the edge as far as being able to easily pack all my stuff into my backpack. And so I was holding on to them because I was wondering if I might come to Ireland or Iceland or something. I really wanted to go to Iceland and do a road trip there, but Iceland is part of the Schengen zone of Europe, Ireland is not part of the Schengen zone of Europe, and so I forgot to explain that earlier. That is why I can come to Ireland now. And so I was hanging onto these shoes. I used them in Poland because it wasn't as hot there. And then I was going to Malaga, and then from there planning to go to Morocco. And so I thought, no need for these shoes anymore. It's going to be like super hot everywhere. And so I left them in my hotel room when I left Krakow. And now I'm stuck with 2 sandals, and that is going to be fine. I might just deal with it. Or, I don't know, I'll see. Fortunately, the weather forecast is awesome. There is like no rain in the forecast for the next 10 days. So I should be good, but still it is chilly in the evenings. And a pair of shoes would be nice. So anyway, not a huge deal, but just a little thing that I have to make up my mind whether to sandal it for the rest of my time in Ireland or fork out money for another pair of shoes. Okay, that is it for Dublin. More coming from Ireland. See ya. Hey there, good afternoon. So people are often curious, how do I do my laundry while traveling? There is your answer, at least for today. A place that you drop it off and then pick it up in 2 hours. It just depends on what is available wherever I am. I think the last time was in Lucerne, Switzerland, where I found a self-service laundry place, and that was like, man, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks ago or something. I washed some things in my room, so that is the other way, is just wash a few things in your shower or whatever. Hey, anyway, just dropped it off there and am now going to find some lunch, and there is something happening here. It kind of looks like a protest. Not sure. Yeah, something government propaganda. There are like people doing a sit-in. And then there were a lot of people walking around wearing the same uniforms. Kind of looked like maybe there was a game today. It is a Saturday. Pretty happening here in the center of Dublin. And I am still getting ready for my road trip. I just inquired about rental cars, and we'll be picking one up tomorrow if all goes as planned. I paid for another day at my accommodation there. So take off tomorrow and go see more of Ireland. Let's take a closer look here. Family before profit. United Patriots, Yellow Vest Ireland, protect the children. Okay. Sounds like a good cause. Another beautiful day in August. Can't get weather much better than this in Dublin. This is about as warm as it gets, I imagine. It is warm, not hot. Not sure where I'm going to get some lunch, but I'll wander back down The sort of back streets here, there are various options, the Temple Bar and then other pubs and restaurants. Not sure if this is the right way to go or not, huh? This is not what I was expecting. This is one smelly back alley. I thought this would lead right into that area of all the line of pubs. I'm probably a block or two away. If you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much room. Okay, I think this is the center of the action up here. Istanbul Kebab House, Fusion Grill, Brazilian restaurant. Lots of choices. The Lotus. I wonder if that's Asian or something. Oh, the Lots. Okay. Chicken Lickin'. The bar-mobile, beer-mobile, whatever you call it. They're all ready to go.
Maybe just in case.
Okay, I'm still not quite where I wanted to be. I guess it's time to use the phone. It's right along the river here, so I am close, but I obviously got a couple blocks off one way or another. So I'm on the wrong side of the river, was the problem.
What is it? Mine's like a normal, like raspberry, mango, pineapple, watermelon, fried chicken nickel.
Okay, so here's where I ate yesterday for lunch, my Irish breakfast. But let's find something else. Maybe I'll head the other direction and see what's down here. I started the video right down the street over here. Excellent. Thank you. So I have here the house platter for two. It's only like 16 euros, good deal. Includes chicken wings, fries, some kind of sausages, I think veggie spring rolls right there, different sauces. There wasn't a whole lot of selection on the menu. It was basically fish and chips, burger, steak sandwich, and a curry. And so I thought that I would go with something different. So this definitely looks like it is going to do the trick. This is a massive plate of food. What is this game here?
Gaelic.
Is this
Football.
this
Irish
is,
sport.
but it's not regular football.
No, it's Gaelic football.
Gaelic football, okay. Because at first I thought it was rugby,
No.
and then I was like, no, it's definitely not
It's
rugby.
Gaelic, it's an Irish sport.
Very
Main
cool.
house
So
in
it's
Dublin.
not really played outside of Ireland at all.
Oh no, it is. It's played in New York.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's played in England.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. It's like a mix of like basketball and.
What's the New York Gaelic team called? New York Gaelic team called? What they have in Gaelic team? In New York.
They have a New York team. They basically club games in New York, and they're called like Donegal and Mayo. They have clubs over there as well. Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
There is a New York team,
Yeah, and an English team as well.
and there's a New York and there's London.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, in New York also they have like. So just like in say New York, you have American football. So you have the New York American football team,
I see.
and then you have other teams that play each other as well.
So Irish teams will play New York teams sometimes, or
Yeah, for
right on.
practice and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
it's good.
Cool.
This is Tyrone and Kerry.
What's that?
Tyrone and Kerry.
Okay, the different counties.
Different counties in Ireland. Tyrone's up the north, and Kerry's.
Dublin is happening today, man. So that game was super trippy. It was like a combination of American football, soccer, or regular football, basketball. They would dribble the ball sometimes while running. It was like you couldn't just run with the ball. The ball was like a smallish soccer ball, it seemed like. And if you were traveling with it, running along with it, then you had to either dribble it or kick it. So you would be like running along with the ball, and then you would have to like drop the ball on your foot and kick it back up and catch it while you're running along, or else dribble it. So they would do both. It was really bizarre. So Gaelic football, really cool. And I'm now just kind of waiting for my laundry to be done pretty soon here, and then I am pretty set for my Irish road trip. So I am stoked to get out of the city, even though Dublin is a really good vibe city. It's kind of a nice size, has a bit of, you know, happening feeling of being a place where stuff is going on, but not as huge as London or Rome or Paris or whatever. And people are really friendly. So I think that is going to do it from Dublin. But I'm really looking forward to getting out and seeing more of this amazing country, island here in the, I guess, North Atlantic Sea. I will get over to the sea over on the western side, most likely. Maybe check out the cliffs of Moher, and we will see what else. So stay tuned, more coming.